real key guys like Sakai, Jemai, Igor all departed for various reasons, draft, graduation. I know it's early, but who have you kind of seen so far step into that leadership role that this team needs people to step into?
Well, it's the older guys who've been here. They know what we look for. They know how we want to attack every day, and whether it's on the court, in the weight room, off court, the way we want to do things within our program. So right now, and I do think our returning players, and we think retention is a huge part of where we are in today's game. I think you've got to have guys that you trust, you believe in, and we do that with our, feel that way with our upperclassmen, and they've done a good job really trying to get these guys to understand it. And I would probably tell you the number one thing we're most excited about is the camaraderie that they've already developed. And I think that goes directly to the kind of people that we brought in, but also what our returning players have done.
Coach Ethan, obviously, is just got here. What did you see from it, and how realistic is it that he can acclimate and help you quickly?
Well, he's got time. I mean, you think about it. We used to really didn't start practice until October 15th, and I go back. Santi got shoved into it right away, and it didn't take him long. But Ethan's older. He's been around. You can easily sense his maturity. You can see his conditioning is at a level that obviously somebody's just been here a week or so. I mean, he's really good there, and he'll pick it up quick. Because he's been around. He knows the game, and he simply said to me one night, his first night here, we'd had dinner, and he called me and he said, "Coach, you tell me exactly what I need to do to help this team, and I'll play that role." And he's mature enough to do that.
What did you tell him?
Well, there's a lot that he's going to have to do. That as time goes on, we'll figure it out, because we brought him here because we need his experience. There's no doubt he's got a mental toughness about him, physical toughness about him. He's not afraid to compete. He'll have to learn some rules that are different here in terms, maybe the biggest one being traveling, because they play a little bit different there in terms of looser with the travel violation. But up to this point, I think he's done a great job, along with Clarence. I mean, Clarence got here late. I think both of those guys have been tremendous.
This season with Duke and Houston on the lineup early before conference play, is there a sense of urgency, or is there any just for this team to be ready? And what's one word you would describe this group?
Well, I think there's always a sense of urgency. I don't think you ever want to waste a day. I don't think you want to say, we can or make this game more important, but the urgency is always there. It's got to be there, and the fact that we played the exhibition games early. I wish we did more of them. I really do. I think it'd help all of us. And but the fact is, we've been working to get this team, and our urgency is to be the best version of who we can be. And I don't think we've gotten really started yet, because we haven't had our entire team together totally, where everybody's going at 100%. And that's what we're looking forward to hopefully get them out there. But it's a long way to go till the end of the year, and obviously the main goal is to be the very best at the end. But we attack every game like it's our last.
Where are you guys at from a health standpoint, start of practice?
Not every. JP had come back and was doing really well, turned his ankle and got it pretty good. But again, we made sure that we wanted to bring that along slow. Amari Evans is still not quite back 100%. But otherwise, it's the things that everybody deals with, and we deal with it, and we think that every day we're going to have enough to do what we need to do, and we'll keep that philosophy.
You think Nate can pick up where DK and Chaz left off? Is that fair to put on a freshman?
I think all three of them are so different. DK and Chaz were so different in their game. Nate's different. Nate is obviously, he's it's his first year in college basketball. Those guys have had years in college basketball, regardless of what level they were at. They had played in big games against some big people. But Nate, where he is, I mean, we're more than pleased with what he's done and the way he has come in. And we got everything that we thought we would get, plus 10 times more. And we're excited about him. But he's got high expectations, and we have him for him.
Coach, the Cade working at the 3 this summer, is that an experiment that's still happening? Where's he at?
Well, we want Cade's versatility to be wherever, but Cade's had to deal with some shoulder injuries that he's dealt with, where he's not been able to do as much, but he's slowly getting himself back into it too. But I don't know about calling it an experience. I just call it moving guys around and getting them to play different spots and putting different guys on the court in different space. And McKay's certainly got the IQ to play anywhere on the court at any position.
Feel like you guys are close to kind of getting a pecking order at the 2 guard spot?
No, I don't think we're close with any of it yet. I mean, we'll wait and see. Our deal is to get everybody ready, and we'll see when the separation starts to happen. But as we're getting ready to start, we haven't wavered from where we were when we started with this group. We think we have depth. We really want to use it, but I've said it many times. They will determine how deep we go, and but right now you got to play the what if game this time of year, and different ways you can go if some certain things happen or don't happen, and that's kind of where we are right now.
If Jacoby's on the bench for 2 or 3 minutes, who do you feel good about running the offense, being your primary ball handler?
You know, the other day, our last practice, I was watching the film that night at home, and we had, I think, 7 different guys bring the ball down the floor the way we're trying to play. But if you, on a dead ball situation is really what you're asking, it would be, you know, certainly Ethan, certainly Troy, Bishop, Nate, he could do it. Mo, he could definitely do it. Maury Abrams could do it. I think those guys for certain can do it, and I think as time goes on, more guys will be able to do it.
What was your reaction to Bruce Pearl choosing to retire and then Stephen being appointed the head coach?
You know, Bruce and I spoke last week, and you know, he sort of led me into his intentions of what he was thinking about doing, and I'm happy for him. I really am, because I think that what he said and what he meant through his statement and talking to him, you know, he felt it was time, and I certainly respect that. You look at him everywhere he's been, he's built a winning program, has done a great job, and I think Stephen will do a great job. I mean, you can't live with someone like Bruce and not understand the game, being around the game, and I think that over the years, as I've grown up and matured every year, I think I can tell you from the first time I met Stephen, the same thing. I would say that about all the coaches on my staff as I watch them grow, and I think Stephen has worked hard, and I think the fact that Auburn has given him this opportunity speaks volumes for what they think of him. And everyone knows, I mean, I know personally there's 3 guys on our staff right now without question, maybe even 4, maybe 5, that if given the opportunity to be the coach here today, I think would be ready because of how much we have them involved in our program. And I think that Bruce, obviously over the last couple of years, has probably didn't make any decisions in the program that he didn't sit down with Stephen and talk about, and Ira Bowman on that staff. But this is something that I knew that he wanted, and I'm happy for him, happy for Stephen, and there's no doubt he's going to continue to do a great job.
Coach, in terms of shaping an identity on the court, what have you seen from this year's team, and how they may compare to teams of seasons past so far?
You know, we don't. You know, we know how we want to play. We got the system that we believe in, and every year you tweak that system based on who you have, and players will make you change, and sometimes they make you add things that you might not have. They show you some things that might not be a part of your system that you say, we got to get this in here some way. We got to work it in, and but as a group right now, we're just really trying to figure out what all we need to do collectively to be the best group that we can be. And then I think roles change throughout the year. I think players can do that. But at this point in time, we're not predetermined on anything other than getting better. And it's up to them to do that. It's up to them. You talk about separation at this position, that position. I've always said the players decide who's going to play. Their teammates know it. Everybody knows it. And that's what these next couple of weeks will continue to be about. And as we get closer, but I really do expect with this group, as the season goes on, there's going to be a change in roles and all that.
You spoke on some of that camaraderie you've seen from this group so far. Some of your players were wearing the checkered overalls. They try to get you in on that?
No, they didn't. I wish I would have. I'd like to drop one strap. But I would have been like Nate. I would have worn him a shirt. Okay, but maybe not. Maybe not. Depends on if I lifted that week or not.
Gosh,
Ethan said that he thought he might have a bit of a grace period before coming in here and getting yelled at, and that wasn't the case. What's just the standard that you hold these guys to when they come in and learn, hey, things are different around here?
Well, you know, I somewhat, when I was going to court, I kind of get blinders on, and I just see the mistake, and regardless of who it is, I just have a hard time holding back. But he can handle it. You know, that's the one thing about him. He's gonna be able to handle anything that we throw at him or comes his way. And but there is a standard that, and it's tough. And I told him that night we were talking. We're been together for a couple of months now. He's gonna have to catch up quick, but I can't just stop and go back like from day one and go, because the train's rolling. It's been rolling, and he's gonna have to jump on board quick. And the way to do that is to let him know what that standard is. And but he's been great. I think from day one he's been terrific.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.